The NFIB indicates now that small business optimism is at its lowest level since October. 80% of the small businesses surveyed said they aren't going to make any hiring changes anytime soon, and even more than that say that they're not going to be hiring anytime soon. So here we have a situation where the economy is stalled, and there's a lessening of confidence each and every day. And what does the president do? He doubles down on his own failed policies.
That was just moments ago. The House Majority Leader Eric Cantor weighed in. Republican lawmakers are now blasting President Obama's push to raise taxes on high earners, those making over $250,000 a year, because they say that it will hurt America's small business owners out there. But President Obama says that he has always been focused on helping small businesses. Here's what he says about that.
Let me tell you, the folks who create most new jobs in America are America's small business owners. And I've cut taxes for small business owners 18 times since I've been in office.
Well, the president says that he wants to extend the Bush tax rates for families earning under $250,000. That move would affect 3.5% of small business owners. But while that figure may seem small, that 3.5% actually accounts for more than 50% of the $1.3 trillion that are earned by small businesses. So it's a small percentage, but it accounts for a lot of business in this country. I am very happy to be joined now this morning by Marty Davidoff, who is a small business owner. He's also a CPA and tax attorney. Marty, welcome. Good to have you here this morning.
Good morning, Martha.
You know, I've heard the president say that quite often. In his own defense, he says, look, I have done great things for small businesses in this country. I've cut their taxes 18 times. Are you feeling that in your business? What's the benefit of those cuts?
Well, some of those cuts, most of those cuts I'm not feeling, but some of them I am. There was a cut that took care of allowing me to deduct health care insurance against my Social Security taxes. And that was something that from the White House Conference on Small Business in 1996 was one of our most important issues, and that has helped. A lot of the other cuts are temporary cuts. One is for health care. But I have to have average wages under $50,000. I pay my people better than that.
Mm-hmm. What's your reaction sort of in general to the president sort of looking at small business and saying, I've already done what I'm going to do for you guys? I mean, how do you feel about that?
Well, I feel that small business needs a really big kick. We need capital. We don't necessarily need tax cuts. They're always nice. We certainly don't need tax increases, but we need capital. We need rather than jobs credits, we need capital invested. We need the government to come in and say, we're going to do hundreds of thousands of loans to small business over 7-year periods, 3 or 4% tax rate, and allow them, even if they don't have perfect credit, we'll give people who have no credit. Money is what gets people hired, not just job credits.
You know, when you look at this over 250,000, and the reaction from the Republican side was that, that's going to hurt a lot of small businesses. And then Democrats jumped on that, and they said, oh, no, it isn't. That number, it actually includes law firms and hedge funds. What is your take on that? Will it affect a lot of small businesses, what he's just done?
Well, it depends where. First of all, 250,000 in New York City is different than 250,000 in the Midwest. It will affect small business reinvestment, and it will affect leisure spending by small business, because now the tax cuts combined with the 3.8% that's going to come through the health care plus another 0.9%, there's going to be 8.3% increases, which is a 23% increase in the base. That's a huge tax increase for small business, and they're the economic locomotive, as you indicated at the beginning. So in my opinion, it's going to slow down a little bit, especially from 250 to 500,000 in those businesses. Maybe the threshold needs to be at $1 million, not 250.
It seems that, small business owners that I speak with talk about the overall climate a lot, that they're concerned about health care, they're concerned about regulation, and that may be why we see this optimism index for small business owners that came out today at its weakest since, I believe it was since last October. It's at 91.4%. What, you know, when you talk to other small business owners, what do they tell you? Why are they depressed? Why is the optimism down?
Well, I'm not seeing that in I'm seeing a mix. I'm seeing some are optimistic, some are pessimistic. But what I'm seeing in hiring, that I'm able to hire people better now than only 3 months ago. 3 months ago, I ran ads and got no qualified candidates. I just recently ran ads a week or two ago. I got 3 great candidates.
So that's an improvement.
Well, it shows that more people are seeing a bad economy and therefore more willing to come work for me. Rather earlier, it was a little harder to find employees. So I think some of my businesses are doing well, but some are feeling the pain.
What's the number one thing that you think that you know, the president or Governor Romney, who would like to be president, that they could do to sort of grease the engines of business in this country?
Provide low-interest, long-term loans for small businesses to buy stuff, to buy hardware and technology.
All right. Marty Davidoff, good luck to you in your business. It's very nice to have you here today. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.